Realizamos la semana intensiva de inglés, de estas 2 semanas que tenemos preparadas para ustedes, tanto de talleres gerenciales como idiomas y tecnología. Entonces voy a compartirles rápidamente mi pantalla y me indican por ahí si la pueden ver para que podamos dar inicio a la clase de hoy. Me indican en el chat si se mira bien la pantalla. Perfecto, todo bien. Bienvenidos a todos, gracias. Ya está con nosotros la profesora que va a dar el super taller de hoy. Recuerden que hoy es inglés avanzado, entonces para las personas que nos han estado acompañando a lo largo de esta semana, el primer día tuvimos el nivel básico, A1, A2, B1, B2, y ahora pues vamos con el advance. Entonces, bueno, ¿quiénes somos? Bueno, VLA tiene 15 años de experiencia ayudando a las personas a lograr sus objetivos laborales a través de la educación. Esa es nuestra meta y tenemos 15 años ayudándole a las personas a lograrlo. Son más de 12,000 estudiantes quienes han pasado por nuestras aulas virtuales, más de 1,000 estudiantes se han certificado con nosotros y están en buenos puestos laborales debido al trabajo que nosotros realizamos con ellos. Nosotros ayudamos a las personas en distintos servicios, en distintas ramas. ULA es mucho más que una academia. Mire, por acá le explico. Todo lo que tiene que ver con Virtual Learning of America es todo lo que tiene que ver con academia, cursos, certificaciones. Son más de 21 certificaciones disponibles para que usted pueda prepararse en áreas que están brindando oportunidades laborales. Somos la única academia que brinda un servicio completo al estudiante y no solamente le enseña estas habilidades para que pueda obtener un mejor empleo o un mejor salario, sino que le ayudamos a los estudiantes a insertarse en el mercado laboral, a conocer cuáles son las ofertas que se vinculan con su perfil y sobre todo a cuáles de ellas pueden aplicar a través de los convenios que nosotros tenemos con distintas empresas, tanto en Costa Rica como fuera de Costa Rica. En la parte de VLA Consulting, pues atendemos convenios empresariales y brindamos soluciones de tecnología para las empresas como ciberseguridad, servicios en la nube, servicios administrativos y cosas así. Y aparte nos preocupamos no solamente por su conocimiento, sino que también nos preocupamos por su salud. Y es por esto que creamos una división llamada BFIT, que a través de sus 3 pilares fundamentales, que serían el emocional, físico y mental, tratamos de ayudar a todas las personas que nos buscan a través de estas opciones para que tengan una vida más saludable. Si usted quiere más información sobre cada uno de los servicios que ofrecemos, puede solicitarlo en el chat. Por ahí están nuestros asesores disponibles para ustedes. Este es parte de nuestro catálogo de cursos, tanto en idiomas como tecnologías y gerencia. Y esto es parte de los beneficios que usted obtiene al ser estudiante de nosotros. Ofrecemos tutorías gratuitas e ilimitadas para todos nuestros estudiantes. Si usted no pudo asistir a una clase, tuvo algún compromiso, se fue el internet, se fue la luz, como suele pasar, las clases quedan grabadas para que usted pueda repasar los temas cuantas veces quiera. Y si usted no comprendió algún tema, usted perfectamente puede solicitar una tutoría donde solamente está usted y el profesor para que sea pues personalizada y que usted logre comprender el tema de la mejor forma posible. Nuestros grupos de clases son pequeños. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros nos gusta que el estudiante se relacione de una forma más cercana con el profesor para ayudarle de la manera más óptima. Entonces, para brindar este acompañamiento personalizado a cada uno de los estudiantes, pues brindamos estos cursos de clase, así que sean pequeños. Las clases son en 100% en vivo por internet, como estamos ahorita, y de igual forma pues quedan las grabaciones. Tenemos flexibilidad de horarios tanto en la noche como en la mañana y fines de semana, bolsa de empleo como les comentaba a través de VLA Jobs y financiamiento disponible. Usted puede estudiar con nosotros pagando mensualidades cómodas que van desde los $50. Entonces tratamos de ajustarnos siempre a sus bolsillos, a sus posibilidades para que todo lo que tiene que ver con lo económico no sea una imposibilidad para que usted se prepare y logre esas certificaciones que son bien pagadas hoy día, que son bien remuneradas y sobre todo que se convierta en ese candidato indispensable de cualquier empresa. Aparte de esto, luego vamos a estar abordando sobre 4 paquetes que creamos para que usted se prepare con nosotros y no sea un impedimento esto de la economía. Mire, creamos 4 paquetes y rápido se los voy a mencionar. Paquetes que incluyen cursos de tecnología, como por ejemplo el técnico que incluye Cisco, Linux, Amazon Web Service, y esto solamente por una sola cuota de $100 al mes. Y aparte de esto le regalamos 8 meses de idiomas. Entonces, son 8 meses gratis usted no va a pagar nada por idiomas, puede elegir entre 2 módulos de inglés o el módulo completo de portugués, lleva estos 3 cursos y aparte de esto le regalamos la matrícula. Usted adquiere este pack solamente pagando la primera mensualidad para que usted pueda ingresar a las clases. El paquete gerencial incluye business, sería gerencia de proyectos, Scrum Master y Excel. Igualmente le regalamos 8 meses de idioma y la matrícula. En la parte de programación, ofrecemos Python, SQL y Front-End Web Developer, igual por $100 la primera mensualidad y usted no paga matrícula y lleva 8 meses de idioma gratis. Y en la parte de marketing digital llevaría este curso, Excel, y se le regalan los 8 meses de idiomas y la matrícula. Si usted quiere más información sobre esto, puede pedirla en el chat, están nuestros asesores pendientes por ahí para que usted pueda evacuar cualquiera de las dudas que tenga. Pero bueno, yo dejo por acá mi parte para que la teacher ya está con nosotros, pueda iniciar la clase. Bienvenida, profe. Buenas noches, el espacio es todo suyo.
Hola, buenas noches. Muchas gracias. Hello, buenas noches a todos, incluyendo los de mercadeo y los estudiantes. Hi students, I'm going to speak English today. I will be your teacher. My name is Liz, me llamo Liz, and I'm happy to be your teacher for today. En caso de que alguien no me entiende, por favor puede subir la mano y comentar pues para que pueda traducir en español. Pero como esta clase es B2 avanzado, entonces la mayoría de la clase la voy a distribuir en inglés. Okay, guys, so I see many students, and today we're going to start off with a B2 level class. Let me just share screen. Hold on, really quick. Okay, students, so can everybody see my screen? ¿Pueden ver la pantalla?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, if anybody has problems with the screen, just let me know. Okay, class. So today for our warm-up activity, we're doing word power and we're talking social issues. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and read the instruction which says, which of these issues are problems in your community? Check the appropriate boxes. So I would like somebody to read for me, and class, I would really love your participation. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. You could participate with a show of hands. O sea, hay un icono right there which says raise hand. That's what you're going to do if you wish to participate. If your circumstances permit. Si tu circunstancia lo permite, me gustaría la participación. Okay? All right. So it says that we're talking about social issues, and you're going to tell me what problems you have in your community. So anybody would like to start off by reading and letting me know which social issues you have in your community? Okay, so no show of hands. I'm going to call on somebody. Okay, so hi, Andres. I see Andres. Are you a student?
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, so Andres, can you quickly tell us where you're from before we begin?
Where I am?
Where are you from?
Okay. I am from Guapiles, Costa Rica.
Okay, thank you. All right, so can you read the following social issues, problems?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Company downsizing.
Downsizing.
Downsizing. Okay. Ethnic conflict, graffiti, gun violence. I don't know.
Illiteracy.
Illiteracy.
Very good.
Inadequate healthcare.
So it's inadequate healthcare.
Inadequate. Okay. Lack
Next one.
of affordable child care.
Very good.
Noise pollution, stray animals, and street crimes.
Thank you so much, Andres. So just
You're
hold on
welcome.
a bit. I'm going to briefly explain what some of these mean. So for example, a company downsizing would be a company where which they have like probably financial problems, problemas financieros, and they might need to let go of some of their employees. O sea, dejar o despedir a algunos for certain reasons. Maybe they want to remodel. Maybe, like I said, they have financial problems. So that would be a company, una empresa, which downsizes. They would say goodbye to some of their, have to let go of some of their employees for certain reasons. Ethnic conflict would be conflictos étnicos. Graffiti would be drawings. I don't know if you guys know that there are some places, hay ciertos lugares where people just use markers and pens y comienzan a pintar y a rayar. So this is what graffiti is. Then we have gun violence. So gun violence, I guess everybody knows what that means. Illiteracy, let's see, I think I should have you guys participate. Let's see how much you guys know. So I see Miss. Hi, Miss. It's MISS. Hi, Miss. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi. So, Miss, can you quickly tell us where you're from?
I'm from Bahía Ballena, Ubita, Osa, Costa Rica.
Okay, thank you, Miss. And how are you doing today, tonight?
I'm fine.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Miss, can you tell us, do you know what illiteracy means?
Everything?
Okay, so let's go with illiteracy. Do you know what that means? Can you explain to us? No?
Illiteracy.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't understand, sorry.
Okay, thank you. All right, so guys, illiteracy means when you cannot read or write, like education is just like not flowing for you. You cannot read, no puede leer, no puede escribir. So you have a difficult time with education, with writing and reading at school. And some people are illiterate from, well, you're born illiterate, right? So the next one would be inadequate healthcare, which is atención médica inadecuada. So the next one is lack of affordable childcare, which would be falta de cuidado infantil. Then you have noise pollution. So let me see, I'm gonna call on somebody. So hi, Ediberto, hi. Okay, are you there, Ediberto? All right, so let's try Cesar Fallas. Hi, Cesar.
Hi, teacher. Good night.
Good night. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. What about you?
Okay, I'm good. Thanks for asking. What part of Nicaragua? Sorry, what part are you from? Just tell us quickly where you're from.
I'm from Costa Rica. I'm now in Escazú.
Okay, thank you. So, do you know what noise pollution means?
Yeah, noise pollution is related to the noise caused by cars, people, and building, traffic, etc. Right? And
Very good.
all
And
over the
music,
street.
right?
Yeah.
Very good,
Yeah.
Cesar. How about stray animals?
The stray animals. No, I don't know what does mean. What is the meaning of that?
Okay,
The
all right.
stray word. I don't know what is a stray.
Stray to be like animals that you find on the streets and they don't have an owner. Okay. So like, for example,
Okay.
we have our pets at home and there is dogs on the streets, cats on the streets, or animals that could be pets on the streets and they have no owner. O sea, no tienen dueño. I think you would say animales callejeros, right? Which do not have an owner. Okay, Cesar, thank you so much. So how about Dylan Vargas? Hi, Dylan.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, awesome. So do you know what street crime? Can you explain to us what street crime means?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, so when we talk about crime, do you know what that means? No?
No.
Okay, no worries. All right, so guys, street crime would be delincuencia, or it would be crimen callejera, or something like that in Spanish. So that's where you find crime on the streets. You find a lot of violence on the streets, or fighting. You find gangs on the streets. So that's what street crime would be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call somebody else, and they're going to tell me what issues would they find in their community. For example, Nazareth. Hi, Nazareth. Are you there? Okay. Guys, don't be shy. Everybody is free to participate, like I said. Okay, so Viviana Padilla, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, so Viviana, would you like to tell us what issues or problems are there in your community?
Maybe noise pollution and pollution on the street. Could
Okay.
be or pollution on the river.
Okay, so noise pollution and also pollution like garbage and stuff in the rivers,
Yeah.
on the streets. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see who
Okay.
else. How about okay, so Andres Quiteres. Hi.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, so can you tell us what are some of the issues that you'd find in your community?
It's very common the noise pollution
Noise pollution. Only noise pollution?
and the disturbs. Maybe I can. In the night, the parties is very on
Okay, so
high.
you mean a lot of music and also
Yep.
vehicles like cars with a lot of noise. Do you live close to the city? No.
I live so close in the, I would say, in the way, carretera.
Oh, you live on the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Andres. So guys,
welcome.
anybody has any problems like graffiti? Like I said, you could raise your hand if you wish to participate. I would like mostly everybody to participate if you can. So anybody has experienced graffiti where you mark all the walls, rayar los paredes with painting markings? Let's see. Sirleni Solano. Hi. Hi, Sirleni. Okay, guys. So anybody else would like to tell me what problems or issues they have in their community? Let's see one more person. Paul. Hi, Paul.
¿Quién tiene caca?
How are you?
Hi. You're very you sound really low. Can you turn up the volume of
Wait
your
a minute, I will to up a bit volume. Here, you can
Okay.
hear me.
Yes, now I can hear you.
Oh, well.
Okay, so can you tell us
What about?
issues in your community according to the
In
list?
my community, street crime
Street crime, only street crime.
and the graffiti too, and noise pollution.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're
All
welcome.
right, guys. So what about Paul, inadequate healthcare or lack of affordable childcare?
You're talking with me?
Yes,
What about?
inadequate healthcare. Atención médica inadecuada. No, you don't experience those
No,
problems.
never here.
Okay.
Every time the people come to us to help us.
Okay. So there is adequate healthcare. There is
Yeah,
enough
very,
healthcare
very,
in your community.
much.
Okay. So thank you. So guys, we have to move on. Let's move on to our class activity. And our class activity today is a tongue twister. So let's see. I'm going to read and it says tongue twister game. So we're going to play a game today and we're going to take turns with our partner to read the following tongue twisters. So we're going to see how long it takes each person to say one of the tongue twisters. So I have 4 tongue twisters and unfortunately they're not on the screen. So I'm going to write it out in the pizarra blanca, on the whiteboard, and so you guys can see it. So I'm gonna put the first one. Okay, so this is the first one, guys. I'm going to repeat it, and then somebody can raise their hand. If nobody chooses to raise their hand, I'm going to call on one of you. Okay, so we have the first tongue twister. You guys know what a tongue twister is, right? And in Spanish, you say trabalengua. So this is what it is. So some persons will take turns practicing. So the first one is, she sells seashells by the seashore. So let's go with Andreina. Hi, Andreina. Are you there? I see Andreina Cordero. Okay, so let's go on. Anybody would like to participate? I'm waiting for somebody to raise their hands. Okay, so hold on. I'm not seeing. Hold on. So Andres Gutierrez, sorry. Go ahead. Would you like to try?
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore.
You have to say it really fast. Now you said it slow, so you have to go really fast.
Okay, again. She sells seashells by seashore.
By the seashore. So it's supposed to be, she sells seashells by the seashore. So you have to say it as fast as you can. Can you try that again?
One more time. Okay.
Go ahead.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Thank you. Very good. How about, okay, so let me allow people to participate. Then we have Cesar Fallas. Go ahead, Cesar.
Should I read the same or?
Yes, the same one.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Okay, very good. So class, can you guys let me know in chat who's the winner? Is it, who was the last person, Andres Gutierrez, or was it Cesar? Who won? Who said it the fastest? Let's see. Let me know. Cesar. Okay, so I guess you're the winner, Cesar. Very good and congratulations. Okay, guys, so let's go with the second one. And this time, I'm gonna put a very funny one. Sorry. Hold on. Oops. So it's I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Okay, guys. So I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Who would like to say that tongue twister? Okay, so let's have Karina Baldelomar. Hi, Karina.
Hi,
How are
can you
you
hear
doing?
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Okay, so you said it really slow this time. So you have to say it faster. You want to
Okay.
win, right? So you have to say it faster. Go ahead.
Okay. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Very good. Who else would like to participate so we could pick a winner? Somebody else? Okay, I'm going to choose somebody. Let's see. Daylin? Hi, Daylin.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Thank you. Yes, there's one with Woodchuck Andres. Sorry, but since you know that one, we're not going to put that one on. I was going to choose it. Let's do ice cream. Daylin, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. Go ahead.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
And you got to say it faster than that. Let's go.
More faster.
Okay, guys, so who won? Is it Daylene or I can't even remember the other name. Who won this one? Can you guys tell me in chat who won? Guys, I'm waiting to hear who won. Okay, so we have Andres the second. Okay, all right, thank you so much. So Andres has a tongue twister, which is the last one that we're going to do, and it says, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? If a woodchuck could chuck wood. So you guys are gonna go in chat because it's right there, and I need somebody to participate. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So let's see who can do that one. Raise hands, please. Anybody would like to participate? Anybody would like to try? Okay, let me see. Very hard. It's fun. Let's see. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Hi. Okay, so would you like to try the tongue twister for us?
When?
It's in the chat. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? It's in the chat.
I'm lost.
We're doing tongue twisters, trabalenguas, right? So yes,
okay.
so in the chat, in el chat, one of the students, we would like to use like somebody else's example. So since one of our students, Andres, gave us one of them, we're gonna try it. So if you could go in chat, and I know it's very hard. So it's how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys, although we don't have a lot of time.
Repeat this.
Yes. Have you seen it?
Okay. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck could chuck wood is this?
Yes. Thank you so much for trying. Okay, so I need somebody else to try, and let's see if the person is gonna be faster than Melissa. Any participants, guys? Raise hands in the on the screen, please. Okay, so Alexa. Hi, Alexa.
Hi.
Go ahead.
How much good. Es que como que se corrió la pantalla, sorry. Okay. How much good could a good chug if a good chug would? I know that.
Okay, you tried. Very good. You tried. It's very good. So guys, who won, Melissa or Alexa? Yeah, and yes, that's true. Andres should try. Andres, how about you try your own tongue twister?
I nervously.
Go ahead. Let's
Okay.
see.
Okay. How much good could a good chuck if a good chuck will chuck good?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So guys, remember your
like
W is W, right? Wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Okay, so in between Melissa and Alexa, Alexa is the winner. Okay, so congratulations, Alexa. All right, guys, so we have to move on. This was just part of our class, just for fun. So let's move on to Prepositions Overview. And I would like to ask Yanni to read that for us, please. Hi, Yanni. Okay, so we have, okay, Daylene, I see you, but I'm going to allow if Yanni wants to. If not, we'll call on you. Okay, so Yanni Torres. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
How much go?
Oh,
How
you're still on the
much-
tongue twister. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, try. Okay. How much go will a good chuk chuk is go chuk wall chuk gook?
Okay, very good, Yanni.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So you guys could try this at home. Like just try tongue twisters. It's so much fun. Okay, so let's move on to prepositions overview at the bottom. So I need somebody to read that for me. Let's see. Daylin, since your hand was up, can you read that for us, please? Prepositions overview. So it says prepositions of time, at, in, and on.
For a preposition time.
Yes.
I read this part. And
You're going to read we use right here at the bottom.
Okay. At for a preposition time. In for a month, years, centuries, and long periods. On for days and date.
Thank you so much.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
All right, guys. So hold on. I need to take out the tongue twister from here. Hold on. Let me take it out. Okay. All right. So guys, we're looking at prepositions of time. So when we say time, we're looking at different ways in which we could use the prepositions according to time. So we have, for example, at a precise time. And when we have a precise time, we actually use at. For example, at 3 o'clock, at 10:30, at noon, at bedtime, at sunrise, and at moment. Then we have in. And when we use in, we use it for times in years, months, centuries, or very long periods of time, right? For example, in May, in summer, or in the summer, in the 1990s, in the next century, in the ice age, in the past, and in the future. So long, very long periods of time. And for on, we use it when we talk about days and dates. On Sunday, on Tuesday, on December 25th, 2010, on Independence Day, on New Year's Eve, for example. So here we're talking prepositions of time. So at 3 o'clock in May and on Sunday. So here we have a few examples, and I would like to ask Carla to read for us, please. Hi, Carla. Carla Quiros. Are you there? Carla Quiros. Sorry. Okay. So Karina, can you read for us? Karina Baldelomar.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So look at these examples. Can you read the examples? Can you read 5 of the examples for us?
Okay.
Please go ahead.
The first one is I have a meeting at 9 a.m. The shop closes at midnight. Jane went home at lunchtime. In England, it often snows in December. Do you think we will go to Jupiter in the future?
Very good. Okay, so the first 3 ones, we have, I have a meeting at 9 o'clock. So you cannot say in or on 9 o'clock. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock. The shop closes at midnight and Jane went home at lunchtime. So for participation, I would like to ask somebody to give me an example, like for example, like using your daily routine, where you're going to use the preposition of time at, and we have the examples here, at 3 o'clock, at noon, at dinner time, at sunset, at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to call on Rob. Hi, Rob. Are you there? Okay, so nothing from Rob. Let's see. Let's try Bernardita. Hi, Bernardita. Are you there?
Hi, how
How
are
you
you?
doing? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so Bernardita, can you give us an example where you would use the preposition of time at? We have examples at 3 o'clock. So you're going to give us a scenario, like just one sentence using your daily routine. Sorry, guys, let me check my cut. So Paul has a question. So hold on, Paul. I'll take your question afterwards. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So Bernadita, you're going to give us an example using your daily routine. One sentence.
Okay. In the morning, I get up at 7 o'clock.
Very good. In the morning, I get up at 7 o'clock. Okay, so let's take Paul's question. Hi, Paul. Paul. It's Paul
Hi
in
there.
English. Sorry.
Hi there. Can you
Yes.
hear me here?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the first sentence, there is a phrase that says in December. There is not on December.
In December.
Why?
Never
Why
on.
in and not the on?
Because for days and dates, like we have on the, can you see the chat that we have, the diagram with at, in, and on? So it says that for days and dates, days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and also December, right? And dates as in the 25th of December. So you say in December, you don't say on, right? It depends on how you structure the sentence, okay? So in England, for example, it often snows in December. But if you're going to start, I am going to, like this in England, it snows, you're talking about a time of year. You're talking about like the climate, right? What happens in December. O sea, en diciembre cae nieve. I think that's how I would put it, right? But you would say on December 25th, I am graduating. So it's
like
different.
It's like a description.
Yes, so on December 25th, I'm getting married. So that's where you're going to say, or I'm getting married on December 25th. But when you're talking about like something happening, like it's snowing in December, it's raining in January. So you use in December, in January. But if you're going to say that something is going to happen, like for example, an event, you're talking about events, marriage, graduation, right? Christmas Day. So you would say it's Christmas. Like for example, on December 25th, it's Christmas Day. On whatever date, it's Independence Day. I'm going to, like for example, graduate from med school on March 4th. Right? So that is where you use on, okay? And it takes a lot of practice, okay? To know when you use on and understand when you use on and in, okay? You don't just go saying, okay, I'm gonna use on for this and I'm gonna use in for this. When you say it's raining, it's snowing, so it usually rains in what month does it usually rain in Costa Rica, Paul?
In July, this month?
July. So you say in Costa Rica, can you form a sentence with that using in?
In Costa Rica, make a little bit of rain in July.
Okay, so instead of saying make a little bit of rain, you can say it usually rains or it rains a little in July, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then you could use examples and practice, so that would help you distinguish or find the difference between when you can use on and in when we talk about days and dates. Does that answer your question, Paul?
Yeah, that's very interesting. I will to practice every day.
Okay, all right. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. So let's move on because we don't have much time. And let's go on with the other 5 examples just to see. So can somebody... Okay, so Cesar, would you like to read from 6 to 9, please? 4 examples. Go ahead, Cesar. I see Cesar Fallas, your hand is up.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Do you have a question or are you going to read for us?
No, if you allow me to read, I can read for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you want to read?
Number 6 up until number 9. So 4 more examples.
Okay. 6. There should be a lot of progress in the next century. 7. Do you work on Mondays? 8. Her birthday is on November 20. 9. Where will you be on New Year's Day?
Very good. Okay, guys. So I hope that was really helpful for you knowing when you use prepositions of time. And Cesar, would you like to give us an example using in?
I would like to travel to Europe in December.
Very good. I would like to travel to Europe in December. Let's see. Somebody else would like to give us an example with on using days and dates. Show of hands, please. We have Alexa. Go ahead, Alexa.
On Mondays, I have to work at 7 a.m.
Can you repeat that? You sound really like soft. Your voice is really low.
On Mondays, I have to work at 7 a.m. in a
Okay.
supermarket.
Okay, very good, Alexa. Very good example. Anybody else would like to give us one more example? Just one more before we continue. Okay, so Viviana, go ahead.
I was born on July 10th.
Very good. I was born on July 10th. Very good, guys. Congratulations. I would love for more participation, but we have to continue, okay? So we're going to move on to grammar focus. And for our grammar focus, we have a very interesting topic. I don't know if you guys have done tag questions before. Let me check my chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Have you guys done tag questions before? Tag questions. In chat, you can comment. Okay, so tag questions, I think in Spanish, you would say preguntas de confirmación. So I have a few examples and I took them down, so I'm going to read them for you. It's like just the same way in Spanish, you would say, has leído el libro, ¿no? Or you would probably say, has leído el libro, ¿verdad? O has leído el libro, ¿cierto? So like these are preguntas de confirmación, right? So you call them tag questions. Also, you would probably say, vamos al cine el viernes, ¿no? O ya comiste, ¿no? Right? So I'm going to explain. And then you would say, no fuiste al gym hoy, ¿verdad? Right? So tag questions have to do with confirming and also trying to find out a type of information. Okay, so we're going to read what tag questions are. And to kind of speed it up, I'm going to read the first part and explain. Okay, so what is a tag question? A tag question is a short question added to the end of a positive or a negative statement. For example, he is, isn't he? So remember, a short question added to the end of a positive or negative statement. So you start with a statement, comenzas con una afirmación, he is tal cosa. He's a doctor, for example. He's a doctor. And then you end with a question and your question has to be negative. So if you give an affirmative statement, for example, he is a doctor is an affirmative statement. It's a positive statement. Then you end with a negative question. He's a doctor, isn't he? Es un doctor, ¿no? You guys understood, right? So if anybody does not understand, just let me know. Viviana, I see your hand is up, so I don't know if you have a question. Okay, just let me know. In the meanwhile, then you have he does whatever, doesn't he? Also, he will be going with us, won't he? And also, he can read and write, can't he? Okay, so I hope you guys understand, right? I hope that's clear. So you start with a positive statement and then you use at the end a negative question. So they're like short statements and also short questions. Okay, so does everybody understand what a tag question is so far? No? Anybody who does not understand can raise your hand or send me a chat. Let me see. We have 3 chats. Okay, so everybody understands. Perfect. Okay, so how are tag questions formed? Normally, a positive statement is followed by a negative tag. So your question part would be the tag. Okay, that's like a tag at the end. So, and the negative statement is followed by a positive tag. So we're going to see an example. You're the account holder, aren't you? So you're the account holder is an affirmative statement. It's a positive statement. And aren't you is a negative tag. So that's a negative question. So for you, those of you who don't understand, you're an account holder, it would mean eres el titular de la cuenta, ¿no? Así, right? And the next one, you're not an authorized user, are you? So the second one would be a negative statement with a positive tag. So you are not. Remember, when we're making negative statements, it always comes with not, right? You're not, or you are not an authorized user. And then for your positive tag, you would say, are you? Okay. So let's look at another other few things and rules when you're doing like negative and positive tag questions. So the statement and the tag are always separated by a comma, right? For example, right here, you are eligible for an upgrade. So you put a comma and then you say, aren't you, right? You are eligible for an upgrade, aren't you? That would be in the present tense. That's an example using the present tense. For the past tense, you would say, you didn't subscribe to any website, did you? Okay, so you didn't subscribe to any. So did is already an auxiliary verb, and that would be to do. And in the past, it would be didn't, right? Did not. You didn't, did would be the past tense, and did not would be negative. So you did not subscribe to any website. That is a negative statement. And then did you would be a positive tag. So also we have tag questions using the present perfect tense, which you use have plus the verb in the past participle, like he ido, or he sido, or he comido, right? Or he visitado, or he viajado. That would be tag questions using the present perfect, right? So your line has been disconnected for 2 days. So the has and been, has would be your verb in the present tense, and been would be your past participle. So that rule makes up your present perfect tense. Your line has been disconnected for 2 days. That's a positive statement. And then at the end, you would use hasn't it. And it also says, treat any statements with nothing, nobody, etc., like negative statements. So when you have nothing, nobody, this means negative, nothing, nada, nobody, nadie. So these are already indicating that they're negative statements, right? So we consider them as negative. Any questions so far, guys? Are you guys understanding this? Let me know in the chat if you are or not, and a show of hands if you have a question. Okay. All right, so Paul says it's okay. How about the other students? There are many of us here. Are you guys getting this or not? Okay, so Jose Antonio.
Okay, good evening. I would like to know if you're American, because I think you haven't told us. Have you?
I'm sorry. I'm not American, but I am a native English speaker. I didn't mention that, and I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm native English. I am from the Caribbean. Actually, I live in Nicaragua, but I'm not from Nicaragua. I'm originally from the Caribbean. I don't know if you know El Mar Caribe, where you have a line of islands. For example, the most popular one is Jamaica. I know everybody knows about Jamaica. Yes? Jose?
No, I had the opportunity to talk with a person from Jamaica this week.
Okay, so I'm not from Jamaica, but if you guys know where Jamaica is situated, there's Jamaica, Grenada, St. Lucia. There are so many islands in El Mar Caribe. So if you guys don't know, you could actually Google it. And my island is called St. Lucia. So we speak English, and I'm a native English speaker. Okay, I'm not American. All right.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that I use tag questions to ask you about.
Yes, you did. You're American, aren't you? That's a tag question. Thank you so much, and thank you for participating. All right, so any other questions before we continue? Okay, so just let me know, guys. So I just want to know that this part is clear, and we have I already gave you the examples and we have a few more statements. It says if the verb used in the statement is an auxiliary verb, then the verb used in the tag must match. If a modal can, could, will, should, etc. is used in the statement, then the same modal is used in the tag. So whatever auxiliary verb, guys, or modal you use in the statement, you have to answer it in the tag. Like for example, right here you're seeing you are eligible for an upgrade, and then there aren't you. Then also you didn't subscribe, did you? Okay, so guys, we're going to see a few more examples using auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, and other verbs, others that are not auxiliary, other statements and other words. Okay, so let's see. Who would like to read for me real quick? All right, guys, we don't have much time, so we're gonna go ahead and just do this so we understand, because this is very important. So the washer is working properly, isn't it? So the washer is working properly, isn't it? So if you make a statement with is, you have to answer with is. The next one, the burners aren't heating, are they? So we use auxiliary verb are, and in that case, it's negative, aren't, so you have to answer with a positive tag and you have to answer with are. So that's what we mean when you make a statement with an auxiliary verb, you have to answer the tag with the same auxiliary verb. Also, the power light doesn't turn on, does it? So doesn't is negative, and in your tag, it has to be positive. Does it? Now we move on to our modal verb. Let me see if we have any questions. So now we move on to our modal verb. You would like to pay for the repair. You would like to pay for the repair. So let's see. Let me ask somebody. Let's see. Andres Guterres, would you like to tell us? You would like to pay for the repair. Andres, are you there?
Yeah, but I don't understand.
You don't understand?
No.
Okay, so let me explain to you. Do you know what a tag question is? Do you know what tag questions are?
Yep, is for example when I say ¿estás feliz? No.
¿Estás feliz? No. And in English, can you give me an example?
You're happy.
So what you just said, you can say it in English.
He's happy. I forget.
He's happy, isn't he? Right? So he is would be your verb, right? He is happy, isn't he? Right? So is happy is positive, Andres. So negative would be, your negative tag would be, isn't he? Can you give me another example?
Okay.
Try, please try.
Let me think. She drawing this, and isn't she?
What's
Like,
your statement?
Drawing is dibujar.
She is drawing. She is drawing something, a painting, right? And what's your tag?
Isn't she?
Very good. She's drawing, isn't she? So what is your statement? Is it positive or is it negative? The first statement,
the first
she
is
is drawing, is positive, and your tag?
Is negative.
Isn't she, right? So what we're explaining here, Andres, is when you use an auxiliary verb, you use is, right, in your statement. So in your tag or the question at the end, you have to use is, okay? So she is drawing, and in the negative, is would be isn't, right? So she is drawing, isn't she, sorry, right? The burners aren't heating, are they? So it's the same thing, just explaining that when you use an auxiliary verb like aren't, you have to use are at the end. And if you observe it, Andre, in the free examples on my screen, can you see it? Yes, can you guys see it? Then you would say the burners aren't heating. That would be a negative statement. are they would be your positive statement. So whatever verb you use in your statement, guys, you have to use it at the end. If it is positive in the statement, it has to be negative in the tag. If it is negative in the statement, it has to be positive in the tag. So let me see in our chat. Who understands? Does everybody get that, más o menos, or not? Okay, so one person said, yup, it's okay, más o menos, yes. Other students, are we getting that? All right, thank you, Alexa. Okay, so remember, guys, if you don't understand, just let me know. Okay, so we have to move on, and there are more rules with tag statements. It says a positive statement, you are a student, and then you would answer with aren't you? So you are, and then you change it around. You, and then are comes first for your negative question tag. So you are a student, aren't you? You wouldn't say you are a student, you aren't. It would be aren't you? So this is part of structuring your question tag. And the second one is a negative statement. Mary isn't a teacher. So isn't is negative, and for your tag it would be is she, and is she would be positive, sorry. So your negative statement, positive tag. Positive statement, negative tag. Let me see. Somebody says something. Melissa says so. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Okay, Melissa. So do you understand tag questions?
But this one.
Oh, what don't you understand? ¿Qué es lo que no entendiste?
No, ahora sí lo estoy entendiendo por los dibujitos.
Okay, all right. So I'm happy you're understanding. Okay, so all clear? ¿Está bien?
Okay.
¿Segura? Okay.
Sure.
All right, guys. So we have to move on. Before we end class, we're going to do some exercises. So I'm going to either a show of hands or I'm going to call you and allow you to participate. Okay, so we have the first one. Complete each sentence. We're just going to do a few of them. Complete each sentence with the appropriate tag question. Make sure you place the apostrophe in the right place. Okay. So let's see, who's willing to do number one? Peter and Nancy are updating their phone. What would be your tag? Cesar, go ahead.
Peter and Nancy are updating their phone, aren't they?
Very good. Next person, you lost your credit card. Let's see who wants to do, you lost your credit card.
Aren't you?
Go ahead, let's see, Paul.
Here, you lost your credit card. Lost you? You lose?
Hold on, sorry, I was just reading my chat. Yes?
You lost your credit card. You lose you?
Okay, so you
lost
your credit card.
Yeah.
What would be your tag?
Lose you? No. Isn't you?
Okay, so remember, guys, this tag doesn't have an auxiliary verb. It doesn't have a modal verb. So it just says you lost your credit card, Paul. So let's work with that, Paul. You lost your credit card. If you're going to ask somebody if they lost their credit card, how would you ask a question?
Lost you?
Don't.
Okay, so like,
Don't.
So if you're asking, let's say, for example, you're asking me whether I lost my credit card. Can you ask me the question? Let's leave tag aside. Just ask me the question. Ask me whether I lost my credit card. How would you ask me the question?
Like it says, Andres, aren't you?
No, you're still talking tags. So a normal question, which is not a tag. How would you ask a normal question to me?
Do you lose your credit card?
Very good. Did you lose your credit card? So here we have you lost your credit card. What would be your tag? Did would be your auxiliary verb, right? So you have to use
do you
did.
lost? Do you lose?
No.
Yes.
Didn't you?
Didn't you? Very
Didn't
good.
you?
Who
Oh,
answered?
okay.
I didn't see who it was. Very good. I'm sorry, I can't see names. Okay.
Adriana.
All right. Thank you, Adriana. Good job. So if you say you lost your credit card, then you're going to answer, didn't you? Because a normal question would be, did you lose your credit card? But you don't have did in your statement. But you already know that if you're going to ask a question, it would be, did you lose your credit card? So it would be, you lost your credit card, didn't you? Okay, Paul? And thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
So number 3, you haven't called the customer. Sorry, who is going to respond? Who's going to do the tag for me? You haven't called the customer. Anybody? So
Have
now I
you?
have, very good. You haven't called the customer, have you? Very good. So you use haven't, so you have to answer with have. Have you? So haven't, negative, have you, positive. Let's do some more practice because I want everybody to get this. Number 4, who's going to answer? I didn't receive a copy of my insurance policy. Sorry, I did receive a copy of my insurance policy. What would be the tag, guys?
Didn't
I?
Very good. I did receive a copy of the insurance policy, didn't I? And number 5, you're sending my phone overnight. I'm going to call somebody. Hold on. Let's see. Melissa, would you like to do number 5 for us? You are sending my phone overnight, just to make sure that you understand. Hi, Melissa. Please don't be shy. Just try.
Hi.
Very good. So you are sending my new phone overnight. What would be your tag? First of all, the statement, is it negative or positive?
It's positive.
It's positive. You are. So how would you answer your tag? How would you ask a question? How would you add a tag question? Sorry. You are sending my new phone overnight.
Did you?
Remember, it's are, right? Are. You are.
Are you sending my new?
So it's you are sending my new phone overnight. What would you answer? In the negative, are would be? Aren't you? Aren't you? Remember when you use the modal verb or whatever you use, you have to use it in your tag. So if you say you are sending my phone, are you? I did receive a copy, didn't I? You haven't called the customer, have you? So you always have to use the same auxiliary verb or modal verb, Melissa. Okay? All right, guys.
Okay.
So let's do like 1 or 2 questions. Let's see. Let's see. Carla Quiros. Hi. Very good, Carla. So, hi, Carla. Would you like to create a sentence that matches the tag question, hadn't you? Please try, guys. Okay, somebody who has made up it could be one of your choice. It doesn't have to be what's here. You can make up your own tag question. Anybody?
Okay, so I think you're doing a great effort in order to make the class funny. So I would like to participate doing the first one.
Go ahead.
So you have to be yesterday or at 7 a.m. at the hospital, hadn't you?
Okay, you were at the hospital. What was your first verb?
I was just telling or imagine that I'm saying someone that person had to be yesterday at whatever hour at the hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So very good. But can you structure that sentence again? The statement. Can you structure your statement again, please?
Okay. So you had to be at the hospital yesterday at 7 a.m. because you had an appointment, hadn't you?
Very good. That's a long statement, but very good. Very good. Awesome, guys. So can I get one more?
I am in doubt about the second.
Did somebody give me an example? Okay, so I see Heriberto. I'm calling on people now because nobody is raising hands. So hi, Heriberto, are you there? Okay, so no Heriberto. How about Sir Laney? Okay, so Dylan. All right, so we have Alexa. Go ahead, Alexa.
Well, I have doubt with the second. I didn't know. I don't know how to realize
Anyone,
this
you can
sentence.
make up your own example. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be on the screen. Just give us any example that of your choice, okay? Go
But
ahead.
I would like to know how to do.
How to use aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody, can you give us an example with aren't I? Some people don't want to participate. Okay, it's totally fine if you don't want to participate, okay? All right, so aren't I, guys? Anybody with an example? Let's see. Cesar, is your hand up? Okay, so I saw Alexa. All right, so let's see. Joanne Fernandez, would you like to give us an example? Come on, guys. It's just to try. So how about Carla Quiros? You guys can make your own example. I see a hand up. Andres Guiterres. Okay, go ahead, Andres.
Okay. They are wash the dish.
What's that?
Wash the dishes.
And what's your tag?
I don't know how to use the I in this.
Aren't I? Okay. So let's say, okay, let me see. 2 participants raised their hand. So I'm going to lean on my class to help with the example. So Bernardita, can you give us an example with aren't I?
You have work tomorrow, aren't you?
Okay. So are you you are working tomorrow. So remember you
Haven't-
are, yes. If you say are,
haven't you?
So you are working tomorrow, aren't you? If you're going to use aren't you, you have to use are in your statement. Okay, Bernadita?
You have no.
No, if you say you have work tomorrow, have you? It has to be have you, right? Because if you use have in your statement, then your tag question has to be have. Okay, so I just want one more person to give me an example with aren't I? Paul, go ahead.
I will try.
Go ahead.
The sentences aren't I?
Yes.
It's okay. Aren't I? I can begin the sentence with I was.
Remember,
No.
is are, so you have to find a statement with are in it. You have to use the auxiliary verb are.
Are
Yes.
They are? No, it's with I.
Yes. So can you ask? You can ask a question about
I try to make the sentence in my brain, but I can't.
Okay. So guys, let me try to give you guys an example because I is a very it's kind of complicated to make statements with I, right? My clothes are all messy. Messy would be untidy. Untidy would be desordenados. My clothes are untidy. No, okay, so I'm trying to get a sentence for you guys because it's very complicated. I need help. Let me see. I need help as your teacher.
Don't worry.
Hold on.
I'll learn.
I have a question.
Bernard?
It confused me in this moment because it said aren't I? Why
And it
aren't?
might be
Because I
I.
am I. Yes.
Am
I
I?
don't know.
So I am
Understand
dirty. Am I? So can you give us an example with am I?
I am here.
But
You aren't.
the tag is am not I. No.
It's supposed to be am I, right? Aren't I? But there are some examples where you would use aren't. So I'm waiting and I'm trying to find an example for you guys. So let me see. I see Adriana. Are you going to try?
Yes, but I don't understand because it's aren't I.
Okay, guys. So let's use am I.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know, are you are busy? The tag is I'm
Right.
not I. And I'm not I.
Yes, so you said you aren't busy, aren't you? So can you use a tag with am? So some people say it's a little hard. I am on time. Yes, very good, Alexa. So Alexa says, I am on time, aren't I? Right? Because if you say you cannot say am with am is a bit complicated. Okay, so I am on time. Right? I am is positive. So you would say, I am on time, aren't I? And if you guys want to look it up, then you would see examples using aren't I, because you cannot say I am on time, aren't I, because that is not grammatically correct. So instead of using in your, that's an exception, in your tag, you would say, aren't I? I am dirty, aren't I? Right? ¿Entendiste, Adriana?
Because
es
yes,
que en este,
no problem.
Okay, so I'm going to explain in Spanish. Es que en este caso con en el negativo, you cannot say amant. Is the only one you cannot say amant. So instead of saying amant, then the grammatically correct thing to say, la manera correcta de decirlo gramáticamente es aren't I. So I'm dirty, aren't I? I am late for work, aren't I? Okay?
Okay,
so you
no
guys
sabía
can... Yes.
Okay. No sabía que se podía usar are con I.
Yes, you can use aren't I. En este caso, donde va en el, ¿cómo se dice? En el statement, en la afirmación. En la afirmación, si usas o for example, I am late, tu tag en negativo va a ser aren't I, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. So, okay, guys. So I think it's 8:13. I think we have like maybe 2 more minutes. So let's do the reading exercise real quick. So this is the last one that we're going to do, our reading exercise. I'm sorry to cut you guys short, but we're against time. So it says Egypt travel guide. So just to see, let's see, Andres, would you like to read the first paragraph for us real quick? Okay, so we have a hand. Who wants to read? Bernadita, do you want to read for us? Yes, I am supposed to be very happy here, aren't I? Very good. Okay, so Bernadita, can you read courtesy and hospitality?
Okay. Egypt travel guide. Okay. Courtesy and hospitality are important when doing business in Egypt. The host of a business meeting will usually offer tea or a small snack before commencing it. Polite to refuse the fears offered. but once the host insists the guest should
Then
accept.
accept. Very good, Bernadita. Anybody else to read paragraph number 2, please?
Yep.
Go ahead, Cesar.
Alcohol.
You
go
go
ahead,
next,
go ahead.
Melissa. Go ahead. Cesar, go ahead. Alcohol.
Okay. Alcohol is legal, but should be avoided until visitors know their Egyptian colleagues' attitude towards drinking, and if acceptable, should be drunk in moderation. It is not considered suitable for women to overindulge on alcohol. If invited to a business lunch, expect food to be lavish and plentiful.
Very good. If invited to a business lunch. So remember your ED, guys, invited. Okay. Very good, Cesar. And somebody was reading before Cesar, but I thought it was Cesar. And since I don't know you guys really well, who was reading? There was somebody was reading. One of the guys was reading before. Who was it? Okay, so let's go with Bernardita. Can you read throughout the Arab? And then we'll go with Adriana. Bernardita, go ahead. Okay, so Bernardita, your hand is up. Are you going to read?
No.
Okay. Okay, so Adriana, go ahead.
Through the Arab word, it is considered bad manners either to display anger or to openly criticize another person in public. Tact and diplomas are always required. In social life, punctuality is almost I'm sorry, I can see.
Laughable.
For business visitors should be on time, but expect locals to be often late. And do not take offense. Men should not offer to shake a woman's hand, and vice versa, unless clearly invited to do so. Men and women should dress smartly for business meetings. Suits and tie for men, suit for women, or smart trousers, skirt, jacket, and always dress modestly. Shoulders and necks should never be shown.
Very good. Okay, so anybody else wants to read for us economy? Okay, so I don't see any hands. Melissa?
Hi.
Are you going to read for us?
Internet.
Economy.
Economy.
Yes.
Yeah,
the 2 paragraphs
I'm
on economy.
taking power in
1970? Just say 1970.
Anwar al-Sadat
Anwar al-Sadat, it's a weird name, I know. Go ahead, introduce
a policy of infinite openness toward investment. Egypt's economy underwent
rapid growth. Go ahead, continue reading from during.
During that
1970s. 1970s.
1970s.
So you say 1970s, okay?
1970s. With that quick expansion of the oil industry, tourism, and the Swiss canals, and it was
It has continued
continue to expand in
subsequent
subsequent
decades.
because
Okay. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much. All right. So anybody else? Bernardita, are you going to continue reading? I see Paul. Go ahead, Paul, from the tourist sector.
The tourist sector. Wait.
Right here.
Where is there?
The tourist sector.
You can hear
here.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. The tourist sector is expanding rapidly, I think, particularly along the Red Sea and Mediterranean coast of this
Take your time. Mediterranean coast, there's a comma, so you pause.
Despite the sporadic terrorist activities of Islamic fundamentalists, agriculture which relies on irrigation from the Nile employs 1/3 of the working population. Foreign aid, especially from the USA, in an important source of government funds.
Very good, Paul. So I saw Adriana or Alexa, was it? You want to read? Internet?
Okay. There are internet cafes in the main cities, including Cairo, Alexandria, Davat, and Luxor. Even small, more remote towns, including remote towns, including Siwa, will have at least one venue, usually in the market area. Connection is usually reliable. Tourists can also access the internet in hotels with in-room Wi-Fi available, though often at a costly price.
Okay, thank you so much. How about Alexa? Media.
The Egyptian press is one of the most influential and widely read in the region, while Egyptian TV and the film industry supplies much of the Arab-speaking world with shows from its media production city. Press freedom is encouraged. Press laws which allow prison sentence for libel have encouraged censorship on
sensitive
issues.
Very good, Alexa. So thank you guys so much. So did everybody understand the reading comprehension? First of all, we don't have much time, so we need to answer a few questions. In the chat, did you guys understand the comprehension? So somebody said, yep. Okay, so I'm not seeing anybody else telling me whether they understand or not. I would like to know if you guys understood. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So the first one, at a business meeting in Egypt, and you're going to choose the right alternative. At a business meeting in Egypt, A, refusing food or drink is acceptable. B, tea will be offered when they reach a deal. C, it is bad manners to repeatedly reject the drinks offered. Show of hands, please. Who's going to answer this one? And I'm going to take it all the way back to the first because that's where it talks about. So, at a business meeting in Egypt, let's see, 2 participants. We have Alexa. Alexa?
I think it's C.
It's C. Very good. So at a business meeting in Egypt, it is bad manners to repeatedly reject the drinks offered. And if we want to go back to the comprehension, it says it's polite to refuse the first offer, but once the host insists, the guest should then accept. So that's the answer. Very good, Alexa. So second question, let's go real quick. Which one is right? Women are not allowed to drink alcohol. Women can drink alcohol, but only moderately. Foreign people shouldn't drink alcohol in any case. Let's go back to the comprehension. Alcohol right here. Alcohol is legal but should be avoided until visitors know their Egyptian colleagues' attitude towards drinking, and if acceptable, should be drunk in moderation. It is not considered suitable for women to overindulge in alcohol. If invited to a business lunch, export food to be lavish and plentiful. Bernardita, I see your hand up. Are you going to answer the question? So which one is right? Anybody? Nobody? That's the last question. Let's see. Alexa.
B.
Very
Women
good.
can drink
Women can
but
drink alcohol, but only moderately. Okay, guys, so we don't have any more time. So that was it. But it was a pleasure working with you guys today. And thank you so much for your participation. Okay, and I hope that, I don't know if you guys are already taking classes with VLA, but I hope to get the chance to work with some of you guys maybe soon. Okay, let me see in chat. So feedback, guys, what did you think of the class?
I learned the questions.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guys. It was nice working with you. So somebody says they like everything. Try next time. It was fun working with you guys too. And thank you so much. Bye. I have to leave now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you a todos que estuvieron aquí participando. Para los que estaban en nuestras redes sociales, chicos, muchas gracias también. La clase que estuvimos dando hoy era de B2 Advanced, entonces no se preocupen si la sintieron un poquito difícil. Recuerden que aquí en VLA también hacemos exámenes de ubicaciones para que aquí puedan estarlo y puedan participar cuando pues, ustedes estuvieran normalmente inscritos. Ahorita ya vamos a dar por finalizada la sesión, sin embargo, sino antes de recordarles sobre los VLX Pack que nosotros tenemos todavía disponibles para todos ustedes. La próxima semana también tendremos más talleres, pero serán de marketing digital y de Excel, que será igual a la misma hora